Hello, online crew. Oops, sorry, I forgot to turn Instagram on. Hang on. Loading. Now I'm live on Instagram. Hi, Instagram. Sorry, guys. If you only listened to one video of mine in 2023, this is the video. I'm telling you, this is a total game changer. If you're here listening to this video, you're going to get blown away by this. Okay. So I'll tell you what I mean in a minute. It's in the headline. It is a total game changer for creating social media content. You may or may not have heard of it. It's called Chat GPT. It's been around for a couple of months. I've held my tongue because I've been looking, researching, and all the rest of it. But now it's time to talk to you guys about it and the reasons why you need to know about it. So if you are somebody that is building a business on social media, and one of your common sort of complaints, if you like, is I don't know what to post. I don't know what to talk about on my videos, or I don't know what to write. Then this is your answer. I'm not kidding. This is just technology gone crazy. Technology is amazing, but it's also really scary at how advanced and how fast it can move. And what I'm talking about today is exactly that. So I do want to reiterate, just before I get into the details of this, if you are a coaching community member of mine, you are in my coaching community, you absolutely must watch the training that I did, about an hour ago, okay? Because I did a practical demonstration on how to use it. So not only what it is, but how to use it and the capabilities of it and some of the examples and stuff like that. So if you are a coaching community member, you must go and watch that replay. It's only just half an hour trainings, okay? But it will absolutely blow you away. Okay, so I'll get onto that in a second. If you're here with me live, please say hello. Let me give you a shout out. I do want to reiterate yesterday's discussion on Clubhouse regarding the not so secret sort of tips of what you need to be successful in this industry was a really, really, really good discussion. Go and listen to the replay. Not enough of you listen to the discussions that we have on replay. You'll get some golden nuggets out of that. And again, if you're a coaching community member, watch the replay of the training I just did earlier, and stay with me tomorrow on my live because I'm going to give you guys 12 tips to help you be a bit more secure on Facebook. Okay. And you're going to want to know what these are. So join me tomorrow as well. So who's here? And more importantly, anybody from the coaching community that was on that training that I did earlier, what did you think? Absolute game changer. Hey, Meredith on Instagram, how are you? We've got Susan, we've got Olive, we've got Faye, we've got Beth. Yes, good to see you again. We've got a Facebook user. Awesome training we just had. Did you get the message? Coaching community members, go and watch that training. So what am I talking about? Chat GPT, write it down. Write down the heading. If you haven't written it down, this is something that you want to know about regarding creating social media content moving forward. This takes all your guesswork out of creating social media content. As long as you know your target market, what you want to teach people, how you want to show up on social media, like a bit of your brand, like what is it that you want to share with social media. As long as you know that, then when you use this little piece of software, all the content can be created for you. Okay? So Chat GPT was released, I believe, in November 2022. So it's been around for a couple of months. I've got it written down, it went from 0 to several million users in the first 2 weeks that it was released. So what is it for those of you that are clueless? If you're clueless, can you just put clueless down below? Because I'm intrigued as to whether you're hearing about this in the media, whether you've caught on as to what it is and how it can help you with your business online, or you've never heard of it before. So I'm intrigued. Let me know. This is basically the new generation. Thank you for your honesty, Veronica. Veronica's clueless. Thank you. I'm intrigued as to whether you know anything about this or not, but stay tuned to this discussion. It's basically the new generation of AI. So if you don't know what AI means, it's artificial intelligence. You think of the use of Google, okay, and how important Google is to you. How many times do you go to Google even a day? Okay, so you could go to Google. If you don't know something, you will probably go to Google and look up something. Is that fair to say? Like, Google is a tool you probably use many times over, if not every day, multiple times a day. This new generation of AI is saying that it's the death of Google. This is how sophisticated it is. Okay. So for somebody like yourselves who are building a business on social media, essentially what this is you can put a question into Chat GPT. So I've written it in the description, so you don't need to remember it. Chat GPT. You can literally write a question, and in seconds, this piece of software can write all your social media content for you. So if you know your target market, you know what you want to share, you know what your market is, you know what your products are. Maybe you want to talk about collagen. Maybe you want to talk about restless sleep. Maybe you want to talk about anti-aging. Maybe you want to talk about whatever it is that you want to talk about. Just think of a topic that you want to talk about. You can go into this little piece of software, ask them a question, give me 5 tips as to why collagen or liquid collagen is beneficial to powdered collagen. In a second, all the answers are there. As long as you know what to ask and what content you want to put out on social media, you ask ChatGPT the question, and in seconds, it comes up with all the answers. So you can, and we did this on the coaching community this morning. Again, it's only like a 30-minute training. Go and watch it if you're a coaching community member, because I gave you heaps of examples. You can type in, I want a headline, a description, and a video script for 5 tips to find your perfect prospect on social media. 5 tips to sleep better naturally without prescription medication. Like, as long as you know what you want to teach people, you just plug it in, give me a headline, a description, and a video script for, out it comes. You never have to think of creating content again. This tool does it all for you. There are absolutely no excuses anymore for anybody who's building a business on social media to say, I don't know what to post. You could type in, give me 10 different headlines for, what's your thing? Losing weight naturally. Could be something like that. Give me 10 different headlines for losing weight naturally. In a second, it'll give you 10. But this is not just second grade type content. This is well crafted, well written, research backed. Like, you read what they come up with and it's like, wow, that actually reads really well. I'm pretty smart that you didn't even create it. Now, for schools, the education system, universities, it is scary. It is very controversial. A lot of people are worried about it with good reason. Kids can go and use this software and get their assignments written for them, get their schoolwork written for them. And it is that intelligent that it will never come up with the same answer twice. It's that intelligent. So you could put this, a question in there. I can put the same question in there and it will not produce exactly the same answer for you and I. So for social media content, we could have similar things that we're teaching and training, but it won't give me exactly the same information as it gives you if we put the same question in. Therefore, no one's content is going to be exactly the same as the other. Think of social media posts. You might think, oh, I really need to post something today, but I have no idea what to post. As long as you know who your target market is and what you want to share with them and something, or it could be something personal development wise, just plug in there, give me something inspirational to say about, don't care about what other people think. There's your social media post, your content written for you. This is literally a total game changer for each and every one of you. And it's free. It's free. There are other tools around that you may have heard of that do similar things, but they usually have a free trial and then it goes into a paid subscription. This is free. Okay? So you just need to go to Chat GPT and create a free account and then start using it. Again, coaching community members, I showed you how to do all of that in the training that I did earlier today. And I gave you all sorts of ideas of what you could create from this kind of tool. There is no reason for any of you to struggle with social media content moving forward, knowing that this tool is available to you. And it gets better. There are other tools like Canva that are getting on the bandwagon and integrating with something like Chat GPT, and you put the information in, it'll suddenly graphically create X amount of images for you like that without you having to create it for yourself. So, since doing my training in the coaching community an hour or so ago, one of our amazing online crew concierge members, Beth Frederick, has gone into Canva and already had a look, worked it out, created multiple sort of like posts from it, and she's gonna train on that in the coaching community, not next week, the week after. Next week we've got the Attract Your Prospects Bootcamp. I hope you're all registered for that. I'll get back to that in a minute. But she's going to show you how to integrate it with Canva as well to create social media posts within Canva in seconds without you having to sit in Canva, not knowing how to put this image there and that word there and this there, and it can do all of that for you as well. Are you mind blown by this? If you're not mind blown by this, you must be half dead, because this is one of the most exciting things for those of you that struggle with creating social media content. All you have to do is ask what it is that you want to know, and it'll create the content for you. And it is so sophisticated. I'm just keeping this really simple because I don't want to overcomplicate it. So just use it in a simple capacity. And a social media post for today, tomorrow, the next day, you could create 30 days worth of content in advance really easily with this tool, as long as you know what it is that you want to bring to your audience. That's all you just have to know the right questions to ask. But you can literally say, create me a headline, a description, and a video script. And in seconds, it pops up. There's your headline, there's your description, there's your video script. And I ran through this with the coaching community earlier. It's good content. It's really good content. Obviously, you'd need to proofread all of it to see, like, if you're an expert in a particular product or area, or hormones or sleep or whatever, and it's not going deep enough, then you can add in your flavor to it. But think about just having a baseline to work with. Sometimes the hardest thing is starting something, starting to create some social media posts, or starting to write a blog, or starting to write an article, or starting to write a video script. Oh, I know I need to do some live videos this week, but I've got no idea what to talk about. As long as you kind of know your topic and what value you want to bring your audience, just think of some questions and the content will be created for you. Amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Just going to check in with some comments. I missed it, so I'll have to check out the replay. The replay's already been emailed out to the coaching community members as well, so check your email. Beth, I've created almost 2 weeks of content using this from the training, just watching the from this morning. You've already created 2 weeks worth of content, like from an hour ago. Geez, Beth's on fire. But that's how simple it is. Seriously, that's how simple it is. As I said at the beginning of this live, if this is the only live video you watch of mine all year, this is the one. Olive's clueless, not anymore. Olive, go and watch that training. I've heard of it, but don't know what it is. Google is my best resource, not anymore. Susan, this is going to trump that. Already has. You just may not have used it yet, but you will. I believe this is the death of Google. Holy wow, that's what people are saying. No more excuses to have no creative content now. It is amazing. Only problem, I may go down a rabbit hole. Exactly. That is a thing. You all may go down a rabbit hole once you get into this, but again, it's free. Just create the free account and start asking questions, and the content will just appear. You can copy and paste and put that on your socials. You can look like an expert even when you're not. You can give heaps of value and you haven't had to think of all the content yourself. This is a game changer for you, not only creating content, but elevating your influence, your knowledge, your skill, your content, the level of content. Some of you may not consider yourselves to be very good copywriters. Most of us are not. We come into this world of, I just want to build my business on social media because I don't want to do home parties and I don't want to do this and I don't want to do that. And then you get into this world of digital marketing, online marketing, and you're learning about, what I'm teaching you guys next week, freebies and email marketing and reels and stories. And it's just like, it's so overwhelming. And, you're getting taught, write curiosity posts and write this. And it's like, well, I'm not a very good writer. Now you don't have to be. This tool has taken all of that away from you, and it can create all of that for you. So you just got really smart, really intelligent, and you have the ability to elevate your influence and authority on social media by using this tool. So don't overlook what I'm telling you today. Go and play. Okay. And those of you in the coaching community, not next week because we've got the boot camp the week after, Beth's going to show you all how to integrate it into Canva and get Canva to just create all these, beautiful graphics from the information that you got from Chat GPT, but then, interpret it visually. Imagine how much time that's going to save you. Incredible, incredible. Faye, oh my gosh, my brain is in go, go, go mode. Absolutely. Someone else that's clueless, that's okay. Just watch the replay if you've missed what I've said. Yes, there's more. Sounds incredible. Boom, absolutely. It is a game changer. Faye, just created my account during the training, and in 15 minutes, I had 10 posts. Need I say any more? Let me repeat that because on Instagram, you can't see it on the screen. Faye, just created my account during the training that I did for the coaching community members, and in 15 minutes, I had 10 posts. Is that not a game changer for every one of you on social media? It truly is. Okay. Susan, yes, absolutely blown away. It's amazing. Not listened to you for ages. Obviously, I needed to hear this from you. I'm not sure who that is because you're just coming up as Facebook user. But as I said, if this is the only video and you haven't listened to me for ages, you're going to be glad that you tuned in today. Okay, because this could change all of your lives on social media. I'm not kidding. I've got an hour's train ride this morning. Guess what I'll be doing? Not sure who that is, but absolutely go and play. Thank you. This is a game changer. It is, Tracy. My copywriting has improved by 1,000%. I wonder why, Faye. Think of that. Like, how many of you struggle with what to write? You could even, I haven't tried this yet. Maybe I'll do that after I'm this live. I don't know whether it knows what a curiosity post is, but yeah, I don't know. Write me a curiosity post about how liquid collagen has changed my life or something. See what it comes up with. Just see what it comes up with. It's better having something to work with and editing it than not having any words or thoughts or creativity. Some of you are just not very creative. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Just copywriting doesn't come naturally to you. Your whole world just got changed with this little piece of software. Okay. Yes, absolute game changer. Oh, Debbie, it's you. So just click the StreamYard. You're obviously watching from my free group. So just click the StreamYard link again and hopefully you'll come back and I'll be able to see you. Geez, you're fast. Beth, I just did a curiosity post and it works. There you go. Real time, guys. Beth's still got the software up obviously on her computer, and she said it works. Okay. I struggle with copywriting. You're not the only one, Susan. I still, it's not my strength. I'll come live and talk to you guys any day and just sort of chat, but, actually writing well-crafted sort of curiosity posts and social media posts, it takes me a lot of time to do that. This just cut your time less than half, like in seconds. So I'm going to leave it there because I just want to keep it simple. This gets really sophisticated, this new generation of AI. Don't worry about, getting sophisticated with it. Just go and get that software, create a free account. When you log back into the account, once you've created the free one, it just takes you straight back to the screen that you left, and just go and ask it some really good questions. Get really creative, because the more creative you are, the more, awesome content you're going to get. But just remember to ask it things like, give me 10 headlines for, or create me a headline and a description and a video script for. And as long as you know your topic, it just suddenly appears, and it's really good. It's really intelligent stuff. So watch this space in the education world, because it's very scary for teachers and trainers and lecturers. The fact that it's so intelligent that it will not give one person the exact same answer as somebody else. How would they know whether a student has actually written their assignment or whether they've got it off a tool like this? Like, that's pretty scary. But aside from that, in our world, creating social media content, this just made your life so much easier. So much easier. There are no excuses not to have good social media content anymore. Okay, so go and play, go and explore. Coaching community members, go and watch the replay of the training I did earlier, and watch out in the week after next, where we will do the Canva side of it as well. Now, I just did want to remind you before I go, next week I'm doing the free Attract Prospects with Freebies bootcamp. It's only in my social media group. So I'm not going to be on Instagram at all next week. I'm not going to be on YouTube next week. I'm not going to be on my business page next week. So if you're watching from one of those places, make sure you register for helenmartinonline.com/attract. What's it called? Let me find the banner. Attract Prospects. I'll put it up on Facebook. But for those of you on Instagram, it's helenmartinonline.com/attract prospects. So if you want to learn how to use a freebie to draw, like you could create awesome content from what I've just shared with you today, and then attract people to a freebie that you've created, which actually you don't even need to create anymore. Oh, I could bring this into the boot camp next week. On the actual, this is brilliant. You definitely have to join me for the boot camp next week. It's completely free. It's 4 days. It's only in my social media group. But now, as far as the content you create for the freebie, we can actually go into Chat GPT and do it. And the content, it just got easier just right now. It just got so much easier. So make sure you opt in for that, helenmartinonline.com/attract prospects. So you can join me next week for how you can create a freebie to basically what you want to do with it, like an attraction marketing strategy, is there's people watching you that are just sitting back watching you. Everybody's watching, believe me. There's people watching you that you don't think are watching you, and they are watching you. I learned that more than ever with my recent trip. Like last week, I just got back from America. The amount of people that I bumped into afterwards, locally and online, that said, "Oh, your trip looked amazing." It's like, didn't know you were watching. And that happened like for days after I got back. Like everybody's watching, okay? But there are people sitting there that might be they might be curious about what you're doing, but they just don't have enough guts, or they just don't have the time to kind of send you a message and say, "What are you doing? I'd like to know more." Okay. But if you can create a freebie of some sort, and I'm going to give you 15 different things. So whatever you think it is, it's probably not. I'm going to give you 15 different types that you could create, and some are easier than others. And just put something out there to say, if you would like to learn some more about XYZ, I've got this PDF, I've got this video series, I've got this and that and whatever. And then they raise their hand. They are a very, very hot prospect for you. So you want to learn how to do that while you're building a business on social media. But it just got easier with what I'm sharing with you today, because the actual content of the freebie, you could go to Chat GPT to create that for you. Because that's the hardest part that I find with creating freebies, is the information that's in it is not good enough, or you're just not a really good writer. Now that's taken away from you. So, this aligns beautifully. Okay, so make sure you join me sort of next week. But tomorrow, I'm going to share with you, if any of you are a little bit scared or a little bit worried about, and it is more so Facebook for those of you watching on Instagram, about protecting your Facebook account. I don't know whether you guys saw earlier in the year, like in the few weeks of January, my personal profile got cloned and my business page got cloned. So people were showing up pretending to be me, my face gone and pinched all my photographs. Even from a year ago, like New Year's Eve, not just gone, a year ago, they pulled all those photos and put them all on there and pretended to be me. Like if you're worried about all those kind of things, and protecting your Facebook account, I'm going to run through tomorrow, like 12 things that you should be doing to protect your account. So you might want to tune into that one as well. Okay. So I'll see you guys tomorrow at the same time. Go and play with what I've just shared with you today. Coaching community members, go and watch the replay of the training before you do anything, before you go and play. And don't forget to opt in for the free boot camp next week. Okay? Catch you tomorrow. Bye.